First, the bad news. SAP Business AI won't generate amusing holiday cards, but it will personalize career paths for your people and let you know which suppliers are best, so you can be ready for the next opportunity. Revolutionary technology, real-world results. That's SAP Business AI.
Welcome to the Instagram Stories Flash Briefing. I'm your host, Daniel Hill. I give you all the news you could possibly need to know about Instagram in 3 minutes or less. Let's do this. Today I want to talk about two specific things that my wife and I have been talking about a lot when it comes to Instagram lately. Specifically, have you ever felt like your feed is completely overwhelming? Like there's just way too much content and it's not what you want to see because you're missing your friends' content? There's a simple solution for that. Unfollow as many people as possible. Chances are if you're following more than 700 people, you're missing the vast majority of your friends' posts. And it could be a number of reasons that you might do that. Plenty of people use their Instagram feed to track companies, organizations, businesses that they like who are creating content or items that they're interested in, maybe even in buying one day, and that's perfectly okay. However, the algorithm is going to push down your friends' content in place of content that it thinks you're most interested in. So as a result, you may not see what your friends and family are doing. I would highly recommend taking some time periodically to clean out the number of people you're following. I recommend keeping it below 500. That's where I've had the best success personally, right around that 450 mark, to make sure that I'm seeing the content from the people that I want to see most importantly. If you're following people who aren't really posting content lately, they haven't posted anything in the past year or so, go ahead and unfollow them. You can always check up on their account later and see if they're doing anything interesting, and that's perfectly okay. The second thing I want to talk about is stories happening on other platforms. I've talked about how stories are initially created by Snapchat, but when Instagram launched stories, I quickly pivoted and never opened Snapchat again. However, recently it's come to my attention that people are not only posting stories on WhatsApp, they're also watching stories on WhatsApp. This is an interesting dynamic because in order to see someone's story on WhatsApp, you have to have their phone number saved into your phone. You can't just search for people's stories the way you can on other platforms. I've noticed that people are watching stories on WhatsApp. Even people who follow me on Instagram or Facebook are still going to WhatsApp to watch my story. This is very confusing to me. So if you have any insights into why someone might be watching a story on WhatsApp, please let me know. I would love to hear it. One additional point that I want to make about WhatsApp stories is that you can't automatically post to them like you can with your Instagram stories to Facebook, for instance. If you turn on the setting to have your stories auto post from Instagram to Facebook, everyone who follows you on Facebook will be able to see them without any other interaction from you. However, WhatsApp doesn't have this ability. At least I haven't found a way, even by using a service like IFTTT. If you know a way to cross-post your stories from Instagram to WhatsApp, please let me know. I'm very interested in finding out. That's it for today's Flash Briefing. Thanks for listening.